Well, Mr. Millennial, today is the day.
It is the day.
We're gonna see if this butte will actually rip some rock. All right, guys, first thing this morning, I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take this toolbox off the back of the dozer here. I don't know why the military puts that on there. I don't know if they put their machine gun in there or what are you thinking, ammo cases?
Well, if they put a machine gun in there, I hope they left it, and I'm gonna check.
I don't think they did, but let me show you. Oh, I just about twisted my ankle. Let me show you the issue we got with
Hey,
the
we
toolbox.
can't have two handicaps today.
If you sit up here in the seat and look back, you guys notice that toolbox is right in the way of the visibility to the rippers. Now, if we were just out in no man's land ripping rock, I don't think it'd be a very big deal, but what we're gonna be ripping at, we're gonna need some visibility. So let's see if we can pop that thing off there real quick. Watch your toes.
1, 2, 3, go.
Well, that wasn't horrible there.
Well,
Got her
no, it
off
wasn't.
there. Now that plate that Clint cut us will actually go right in here. I don't have it painted yet, so we're not going to put that on yet. The big thing is, let's hop up here in the cab and see what this done for our visibility. Oh yes, we can see the ripper now.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I wouldn't call it great visibility, but it's definitely better than what we had. Let's see if this thing will start this morning. Come on. All right, we'll let this thing warm up and we'll go work. All right, got the old dozer warmed up here a little bit this morning. Let's head down over the hill here and see if we can get a plan on what we're gonna do.
Beautiful sunrise over there coming up through the trees, and Mike's gonna push some crap out of it. I think he found the rock. I'm just making an assumption here, but I'm assuming he's gonna back over that lip, drop those rippers, and rip some rock. And it's gonna be awesome. Oh, come on. I guess we gotta talk about it. Dang it, you got me all excited and now we have to talk about it. Huh? You got me all excited and now we're gonna have to talk about it.
All right, guys, it is about time for the moment of truth. What we're trying to do is we need to take down this knoll a little bit so we got room to work to get that trench right through here. So we're gonna dig this thing in and see what happens.
I'm ready. I might be hurting, but I'm ready.
I think you're more excited than I am.
Well, you know, my mind with this ripper is going some other places, and I want to see it work, all right?
Well, one way to find out. All right, guys, moment of truth, here we go.
I wondered how long it was going to be before he created that flat spot. It's when he gets on up all that chafe, it just kind of, the tracks slip, you know, it's like he's spinning out. Yes, it is. It's a chewing it up and spitting it out. He got it down flat. That was, what do you think, Jason, about 18 inches he pushed off there again? Now he's gonna get on that flat, rip it again. guess I'd say in this hard rock, he's getting probably the entire shank for sure, and then a little more, so 10 inches every rip. Everybody, we got her ripped down pretty good. I'm standing on driveway grade here. You can see there's a nice slope to it. So he's got every bit of, I don't know, probably 12 inches below grade, and then he's ripped lower than that too. So we're gonna come back in with the 120 and we're gonna dig the trench the rest of the way for the water lines. I believe he might want to remove a ripper or two, and we're gonna maybe do some more ripping as well.
Well, Mr. Millennial, what do you think?
I think we should remove one and rip with two, and then remove the second one and rip with one, but I know you're going to disagree with that.
That's why I'm the boss, because I'm going to say take two of them out. It worked pretty good, that rock, though.
I think it worked awesome.
I'm shocked, yeah.
So, here's the plan, is I think we're going to take that shank and that shank out. I'm going to get this dozer maybe on a little bit of a kilter down there, because these things only dig 18 to 20 inches, and we'd like to get 36 inches. It'd be ideal.
Yep.
So let's
now remember, you're about 12 inches lower than the grade of driveway, so you got some extra distance there too.
I've been told before it's hard to get too deep.
He said you haven't hit bottom yet.
Take that however you want. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's drop. I still haven't got Jason to admit on camera he's related to Wade.
Are you related to Wade?
Wade who?
Exactly. I think these things are going to be easy to get out of here.
Oh gosh, you just had to say it.
The question is, how hard will they be to get back in?
Well, I'm sure they're not light.
Oh, it's war on that shank. I'm going to have to raise it up a little bit, I think.
Put a little pressure on it?
Yeah. You ready?
I'm ready. All right, let's see if these suckers just slide out of there. One is for sure. The other one might need a little persuasion. There it goes. Hey, why don't you pick it up with one hand?
And then there was one.
Well, that was pretty easy. Putting them in is probably gonna be a little more difficult.
All right, so now that we're down to one shank, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop the blade down here at an angle, just kind of cut a little bit of a groove, and then we'll let that ripper, or let that one track kind of run in that groove right there. Hopefully it'll get us a little bit extra depth. You guys see back here behind me how I just kind of did that, so we'll drop that one ripper down in there. We are probably about 20 inches deep there, so we don't have to get a whole lot, but we do need to get just a little bit more, so see what we can get. Well, it's kind of hard to see there. I'm kind of curious how bad this one ripper is going to pull this tractor around.
All right, everybody, we took 2 rippers off. Mike's ripping with 1 now, as we really only need 36 inches in the one area. So he corner bitted with the blade all the way down so he can put the dozer on a slight angle. Allows him to get deeper in one spot. All right, so he got that ripped out pretty quick with 1. He's gonna drop that blade in there and corner bit that out. Go up here and show you guys the difference now. It's all about the angle, right? Now you can see that slope a lot better.
So there's what it looks like after we got done ripping it, guys. I don't know if you can see, but this whole little trench area right here is about 12 inches lower than the road, which will end up being our final grade. And I'm ripped at least 20 inches below that. So I think if we can get this dug out with the rock bucket without a whole lot of issues, I think we're gonna be sitting pretty good. So we're actually gonna come back and we'll start digging right here. I'm gonna switch over to that 3-foot bucket right here, and we'll dig on up through there and see what we get. Matt's bringing the bucket down. I'm gonna go grab the 120 and here we go. All right, guys, kind of got ahead of myself and forgot to record, but I think this is gonna work out pretty good. I've kind of scratched down to the bottom of my ripper teeth there. That's about 40 inches deep, which is at least 4 more inches than actually it's about a foot more than we need. 4 more inches than I like to have. I got just a little bit of a rough edge I gotta clean up once I get down there, but I think it's gonna work. Look at that. Look at that. string of beauty right there. Matt and Jason are down there. They're going ahead and getting all the connections made on the reels down there. So hopefully after we get this dug, they'll start laying pipe. I don't want to get that pipe strung out until I know for a fact we don't need the dozer with the ripper on it. So let me scratch around here for a little bit and see what we come up with.
All right, everybody. Jason and I, we used our thinkers this morning, huh?
Yeah, we did.
We were having some lovely issues yesterday with the pipe binding on our spooler that Mike made. And it was binding inside of this, catching. You can kind of see where the blue's left over right there. So we started running our pipe on the outside of this bar. Well, then it kept wanting to pop up and over instead of just unrolling how it's supposed to. So we utilized a little bit of pipe. Utilize what you got, right?
That's it.
We use a little bit of pipe here. We've got ourselves a keep, if you will. So if this pipe runs up, it's gonna hit that pipe. It's not gonna let it go out. I think it's gonna work.
You use what you got, right?
You wanna bet DP says that ain't gonna work?
I bet. Oh, I already know.
That's right. Exactly.
It's
See?
on the spot ingenuity.
Well, it's only taking you one day of working with us to learn how this goes. Huh? You know, the beauty of it is he's way up there. We don't have to worry about him telling us it ain't gonna work. We're just gonna do it. Right?
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Let's get this sucker unrolled. All right, everybody, we got 40 inches through most of it. We got a nice bed of sand down so the pipe doesn't sit on any rock. Mike's got a last little bit he's got to rip out here.
Well, guys, I think we're going to get it. Had to take the 850 and the ripper there and hit a few little high spots and humps, but Matt's down there measuring. Looks like we got at least 40 inches everywhere, which means we can get about 4 inches of sand underneath it. Get our pipes in there, still have our 36-inch depth, and then come back and put a little sand over top of it and backfill it the rest of the way. But I think as of right now, I'm out of the rock. So see how long this lasts when we hit it again, I guess. We're probably gonna switch over to the other bucket, take off digging again, see how far we can get. All right, guys, digging up through here. Haven't hit any more rock, been doing pretty good, but right here where I'm sitting, something tells me there may be a little bit of a rock shelf there just for the way the ground lays, but we'll find out here shortly. Matt is, I don't know if you guys can see Matt down there. He's still stringing out our pipes. He's got 2 of the 3 strung, and we are actually that close to the first house we have to go to. So I think the plan is we're gonna dig on up and then probably dig over in front of the porta pot and tie into that. And then we got another one going over there where the cones are at, and the other 2 are going up there. So we'll get to this intersection, then we'll get a game plan. Well, unfortunately, I did end up hitting some rock right there where I thought I was going to hit it, but I was able to get through 6-8 inches of it pretty easy with the bucket. See how deep we are here. Oh yeah, we're still close to 40 inches deep over there, 36 inches deep on the shallow side. So we got our depth we need there. I'm plenty deep down here, 43 inches. So I think we're going to be all right. Just got to clean her out.
So we're using these CTS fittings. They're actually the proper fitting to put in the ground, Jason.
Good.
Some people put shark bites. That's just wrong. It's not going to work. So the CTS fitting, one side goes in, it's got a rubber gasket and then a plastic seal also that compresses. You screw that down tight on both sides, so these 2 pipes are basically butted up to each other right here underneath the N and the L. And then these bolts here actually clamp down on the pipe with almost thread-like area so that it won't pull back out. So you have a seal, a compression, and a grab point. All the better to keep your water flowing the right way, buddy. Let's see how this one unrolls. You know, we got a few design modifications to make, but Mike's original thought process here is working pretty daggone good. Don't tell him I said that. I don't want his head to get too much bigger than it already is. So y'all keep that between us, okay?
Well, that was short-lived. About as quick as I thought we were out of the rock, we turned around and hit more rock, so. Good old snaggle-tooth ripper back to. Oh, watch out, I'm gonna hit the trico here, buddy, careful. Seems to be a little bit softer rock. It rips pretty easy. Back over to the rock bucket and see what we can get chiseled out of here, I guess. Well, there it is, guys. I think I finally got through the rock again. You can see we pretty much had to rip a full 36 inches of rock down through here. I was able to dig this little bit, think I was going to get lucky, and then whammo, it come out of nowhere and hit me again. But I think we're out of it right there, which is a good thing, because we actually need to jump over, dig from the house back to this ditch, and then 2 of these lines are going to continue on straight that way. 2 of the lines are going to go that way, so I'm going to jump over there by the house, dig down and expose that line coming out of the house, and start digging back towards this trench here. I guess I'll probably just come right there in front of the old temporary porta pot and go from there. Matt and Jason are down over the hill. They're slowly getting everything sorted in down there and coming along pretty good, but yeah, we're getting there. You guys look close there, you can actually see whoever ran the water line out. They've got it stubbed out right there, so that's what we gotta that we got to tie on to here some way, shape, or form. So scrape back away from it here a little bit and see what we got. Hard to see, that sun's right in my eyes. I don't want to hit the house. Easy does it. Well guys, we can't quite seem to escape the rock. Hit rock up here by the house again. I can't get the dozer in here to do much, so actually got the water line plow on. Gonna try to scratch a little groove in there with that. It's working slowly. Real quick guys, just want to jump in here and say a few things and address a few comments I'm sure we've already got. I was able to get ripped far enough away from the house with the water line plow. I got the dozer back in the ditch here. This was obviously much faster for ripping the rest of the way out to the driveway, but I'm sure many of you have commented already by now, you wish you had a hammer for your traco on this job. And no, I really don't. Honestly, this scenario right here is the only time the hammer on the traco probably would have been handier than the ripper on the dozer. You guys got to remember, if I had a hammer on a traco, I probably would have a second machine there, because I would have wasted so much time hooking and unhooking the hammer and the hoses and all that good stuff. And out here in these wide open areas, this dozer's got so much power for ripping through this rock versus what a hammer on my small little tracos would do. And a hammer is, I paid probably a third of the price for this ripper than what I did for wood for a hammer. And this dozer ripper setup is going to be much more universal, as you guys will see in some upcoming videos, versus a rock hammer. You can pretty much just do one thing with a rock hammer, and that's hammer rock. And the flip side of that is it's very, very, very hard on the dozers or on the tracos. Don't get me wrong, ripper's hard on the dozer too, but it's not quite as bad. The other thing is, you guys I'm sure have commented about the empty fire extinguisher holder in the dozer, and yes, I have seen it, and yes, I do have the fire extinguisher. So anyways, hopefully that makes sense guys. Like I said, a hammer in this particular scenario right here next to the house probably would have been handy, but 5 minutes with the water line plow, we were able to get it knocked out, and the rest of the time I was very, very happy with the ripper on the dozer. So back at it, here we go. Let's see if we got enough ripped out of here. Hard to see that sun right in your eyes. See what we got down here with my broken tape measure. Oh, we're gonna be close. We got like 30, 32 inches. We need 24. Like to have 36. It's about 30 right there, but this gets 4 inches of something on it, whether it be rock or concrete later, so I think we'll have at least 30, which is 4 inches more than what we need. And if they put 4 inches on top of it, that's 34 inches. So I don't think it's worth sitting here and continuing to scrape for not much more gained. Gonna rip our tooth right through there and gain a few inches. And this is just a single line to this house going in here, so I think we're gonna go with it. All right, we did manage to get this ditch all the way through, at least 30 inches deep. You got it tied in over there. Getting kind of late in the day, so I'm hopping the skid steer, get these guys a little bit of sand, and then we'll get this section backfilled. Starting off right in the corner. Hang on.
Go ahead. Yep.
Sand just to kind of cushion that on that rock. You guys kind of get the point. I'm gonna finish that up and then we're gonna start backfilling. All right, we got the line going to the house, bedded in sand. Got some gravel in here. Kind of got turned the corner here. I want to give you guys a little bit of a rundown here at the end of the day so you can see what we got, because I'm gonna stick around here in the dark, backfill this, and I'll kind of give you guys a finished product here at the end of the day. But this is where we hit all that rock coming through here. As you guys can see, we got this all kind of bedded in sand to protect it a little bit. And down through here was pretty good digging. No major issues down through there. So let me around the corner down here and we'll kind of show you where the serious rock digging was at. So right in here is where we ripped through here really hard. So right here is that area, guys, where we ripped. We probably ripped close to 9 feet of rock out of here to get to the bottom of this ditch. But ripper worked absolutely awesome. Worked great. Have no complaints about that whatsoever. Very, very, very pleased how well that works. So we need to get a little bit more sand on this to get her bedded in right, but I'm going to go down through here this evening and rake all this in, get this ditch closed up. It's going to be dark by the time I get done with that, so I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys a little bit of an update in the morning. You can see what it looks like, and we'll call this one a video. There you have it, guys. That's what it looks like the next morning. Let me tell you, finishing with the skid steer in the dark is not the easiest thing to do, but that turned out very, very nice. Very, very pleased with that. Keep in mind, that rock ledge used to come out to right through here, ripped it all up. I'd say with the fill dirt and everything back on top of it, then water lines are probably close to 4 feet deep through there. So they're definitely protected in the sand. They're definitely deep enough. And this section up through here is pretty much done. I'm hoping tomorrow, when we show back up, we'll be able to tie in with that water line plow. We got about 2,500 feet we need to plow in. Curious to see how the uncooler works along with the plow. So you guys will have to stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Want to see how tomorrow goes, consider subscribing. Either way, guys, hope to catch you on the next one.